Ready?
Yeah, set.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to what I'm hoping is going to be a new regular segment called Mimosas with Marty. As you may have guessed, this is Marty. Marty and I have been friends a long time, and we have a lot of interests that are similar and yet very different perspectives on certain geeky topics. So we thought that we'd get together and share some of those perspectives with you and see what you think. Today, as just a sort of little intro to Mimosas with Marty's, we're going to be starting with the Marvel's Captain America Civil War trailer. Now, I'd like to preempt this by saying, typically, I do not watch trailers. I'm of the personal view where I try and ignore everything that's coming out pertaining to a movie so I can go in with as fresh a perspective as possible. So this will be sort of the first time I'm really seeing anything for Civil War, actually, aside from what I see in my newsfeed scroll.
Now this is the set for people who are keeping score at home and watch a lot of trailers. This is the trailer where a certain web slinger is first presented. So if you want to put it in a historical context, there have been a lot of reactions to that. And so we thought this would be a good opportunity to get a reaction from Rogue on something that's caused some waves. Some people meh, some people feel very strongly about it. And so yeah, shall we roll?
We shall. Let us begin.
This job. Try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes it doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
Oh, Captain America. Such a Boy Scout.
New York. Washington, D.C.
Look at what you've done.
Sokovia.
It's all your fault.
Okay, that's enough. Captain, people are afraid.
You keep breaking everything.
That's why I'm here. We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm in. I'm sorry, Tony. If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could. Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth.
Yo.
No, we're not perfect.
Yes, Black Panther, oh my god.
But the
Yes.
hands are still our own. What's wrong with you?
Still disappointed it's not Terrence Howard.
What's wrong about you? They're coming for you.
I'm not the one that needs to watch their back.
But you are the one that needs to dye your hair red again.
Fight, Tony. You just started a war.
Panther. Oh yeah. Some Scarlet Witch in there.
Sit down. Final warning. I can do this all day. All right, I've run out of patience. On the roof!
Hey, everyone.
Cute. Pretty much exactly what I expected. I mean, to be honest, like I said, I hadn't really seen the trailer yet, but I'd seen stuff scrolling in my news feed. I had seen that one shot of sort of him crouched there with the shield. Pretty much assumed something like that had happened.
Right.
I can't say I'm really surprised. My actual biggest takeaway from that was Black Panther!
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm so excited for Black Panther.
I'm kind of upset because they teased that like Captain Marvel would be in this movie way back when, and then they
I think you're forgetting
took her out.
There's a really important thing about that. She's got a vagina.
Ah, yes.
So we're probably I mean, we could, but I don't know. For me, one of the biggest things also, you see that moment where they're all kind of running into each other,
Right.
and I'm sure you've seen this meme, and of course I'll probably find this meme and place it right here when I get to finding it, where there's basically the movie expectation of Civil War, and you have like the 10 heroes running at each other, and then like comic book expectation
Right.
where you have the actual Civil War poster with the sides drawn. It looks pretty much like what I expected. I can't say there's anything really shocking or surprising about that. I'm not really sure why there's waves. about Spider-Man. That had been a rumor for quite some time, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. No, they established it, but I mean, it was just the first look. And I mean, it's interesting too because people are just, as they do, reacting to the fashion.
Oh my god, his suit is slightly different.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's also like it's a throwback, and it's the first time the eyes have changed on a suit. So I don't know. I mean, what do I know about superhero fashion?
Well, no, I'm sure you know quite a bit.
It'll be our ongoing superhero fashion segment. That's a good intersection, right? Because it's like
so.
all the rogues you cosplay. That's
so
fashion and character intersecting.
No, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been the first person to complain about superhero fashion in television or movies. Most notably, recently, The Flash. They revealed Killer Frost.
Okay.
And I was severely disappointed with the look at that. And a lot of people were kind of coming back at me saying, well, you can't really expect, the DC's like Injustice version where it's all like corset, high cut, super scandalous, which I completely agree with. In a show like Flash or Arrow, that wouldn't fit the mold. They've been more, leather bound and what have you, but her name is Killer Frost. Not a single like dabble of frost or like glitter or
well,
just...
I haven't seen the images. She's just like in a black trench coat.
Pretty more or less. Hang on, let me pull this image up for you here.
Yeah, so it looks like a lot of sort of Black Canary meets...
Like it's literally like a slightly blue version of Black Canary. And to be honest, even this photo that we have right here, and I'll get this photo up here for you folks so you can see what we're referencing. But in this photo right here, it's actually a lot more blue than what you see in the show, and she's typically got this coat over it. And I mean, if you've watched Flash or Arrow, the lighting is not exactly what it's known for.
Right.
So you don't really even get to see any of the mild detail that you're getting a chance to see sort of here where they're blown up. But yeah, it's just one of those like, where's the frost? Where's the frost? So yes, I've been the first person to complain about a costume. I get it, but I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not that hardcore Spidey fan that I'm not really affected.
Yeah, and I think it's just like Spider-Man has always been like the key cornerstone franchise for. I mean, that's what really started the Marvel movies going.
Yeah, but
in some ways. So
are we really expecting like zero evolution as movies and stuff go forward?
No. I mean, and people are, and there's a lot of interesting details that I've seen, like some people drawing on like what could be possible like new web fluid canisters on the suit and stuff. So people are already analyzing it a lot, but I don't know. I mean, it's a fun trip. I was going to see the movie anyway.
Yeah, and
I have no attachment to the Civil War comic book storyline, which obviously has nothing to do with this other than the name. And some people have just been upset about it not being that Civil War.
And to be honest,
and that's the conversation's over.
Exactly, it's period. And I completely get that perspective. Personally, for me, that was how I really felt with the original X-Men trilogy. I feel like when you're a comic fan and when you're a huge fan of these franchises, sometimes you have to either be able to separate yourself in order to go see something and try and enjoy it because you know it's not going to be the same thing.
Right.
So if you want to, like, if you're going to go in with a perspective expecting what you got in the comic book, that's never going to happen. So you can either go in and be upset about it, full well knowing that that's what's going to happen, and basically, set up your own ending, or you can try and disconnect as much as possible and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah.
I try and enjoy the original X-Men trilogy for what it is, but I'm sure, as many people can guess for various reasons, it's not exactly a favorite of mine. And I can guarantee that that'll probably happen with Civil War and a lot of major Civil War fans.
Right. I mean, but yeah, there's a lot of things to be happy about. Black Panther. I mean, that shot of Ant-Man on Hawkeye's arrow, pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty nifty.
And just having Captain America and Iron Man wailing on each other.
Yeah, for sure. And I like that we're finally kind of getting to this point where it's bothered me personally because I feel like Marvel was perfectly set up for this in the long run with things like X-Men and the way that they had written a lot of their comics, but yet somehow they didn't pick up the memo before DC did with Flash and Legends of Tomorrow and Arrow, where like you can have these separate worlds where we're following, these core characters, but these characters can all play within each other's worlds and you can have these one-offs and moments. And so I feel like Civil War's we're finally getting to that point where it's okay, we're going to pull in Ant-Man and Scarlet Witch and Black Panther and all these people. At the same time, as excited as I am for that, because it's a movie and not a TV series, there's less time. And that many exciting people on a screen at any one time means actual plot line, actual storyline, actual meat dialogue as opposed to, zingy one-liners. I think we might be looking at a little bit less in the...
Story?
Yeah, story and plot development, which, I mean, again, it's Civil War, you're coming in for action and big explosions and all that. But I hope it's not too divided by having this many characters.
Yeah, and I mean, the opportunity will be there for story, hopefully, in like the Defenders Netflix series.
For sure.
After everybody's had their own one-off series to then come together and everybody's got a rich backstory, and they're going to have, whatever, a 13-episode arc again to sort of tell the story of 4 heroes and, like, 4 second-string heroes in New York.
Yeah.
I'm stoked about that.
Speaking of Netflix.
Yes.
How excited are you for Luke Cage?
I'm pretty excited. I mean, I've just started watching Jessica Jones.
Oh, okay. So I'm done Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
Where are you? How far?
Almost
halfway?
half. And then, yeah.
Have you seen the nod to the original suit yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Looking forward to that.
You'll get there. It's fun.
Yeah. No, and I'm excited about, like, Daredevil. Another season of Daredevil. Punisher. That really curious how that's going to play out.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Really curious. And that's the thing. That is my general attitude, is curiosity.
Yeah, I don't want to set myself to be excited or not excited.
What did you think of the first season of Daredevil?
I really love Daredevil. What I love most about Daredevil is that I went in it rooting for Daredevil, and I came out of it on Kingpin's side and was like,
interesting.
Wait, what happened? Hang on a second. Aren't I a hero? Don't I like the good guy? No, I was really, really impressed with the way they did Kingpin and the way they made him such a vicious character, a strong character, but they really did also play on your heartstrings. They did give you more backstory, and he wasn't just this giant hulking white guy in a white coat. Like, you had some emotion behind him, and the reason why he's doing what he does.
Also, white coats are the worst.
Well, yeah, you never keep that clean. Blood doesn't come out at all. You're just. But no, I really enjoyed Daredevil. But if I'm being honest, I think I enjoyed Jessica Jones more. Daredevil excited me as an opportunity to have a blind character. As you know, a huge advocate in many areas of life. I like having more diversity on the screen. That being said, it would have been nice if they had an actual blind actor play him, but whatever, neither here nor there. I enjoyed the series. I really enjoyed Kingpin. I felt Kingpin sort of stole the show in the way that Dustin Hoffman stole the show from Robin Williams and Hook.
Interesting.
Kingpin stole the show from Daredevil in Daredevil for me. So that was my experience of it. But Jessica Jones, I was like, Luke Cage stole that show too. I don't know. I gotta think for the secondary characters.
Yeah. No, for sure.
So yeah, that's just some of our thoughts on some of the exciting superhero stuff that's coming out, both DC, Marvel, TV, films. As we move forward with our Mimosas, we may come up with more topics related to either conventions, cosplay, things that are currently happening in the scene. If you have particular topics you'd like us to talk about, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Do make sure also to subscribe. You can see us here not only chatting, but you'll see us ranting in a couple of videos. There's also some other geeky coverage, con videos, behind the scenes, body paints, and more. So do make sure to hit the subscribe button.
You do a lot of things.
Yeah, sitting still, never my forte.
Subscribe!
Do it! Alright guys, we'll catch you all next time.